Hi guys and girls, it's me Adrian again. Just a few things I wanted to point out in this video. It's not gonna be like the videos in my past. Not gonna be really critical in this one. Or should I say, I'm not gonna be very negative in this one. But there's just a few things I wanted to point out. As you can see on the screen in the video, I've got my Mega EverDrive flash card on, and let's bring up the menu. There's just a few things I want to mention. First of all, let me say to everybody who's watching this video that I hope you all have a Merry Christmas and a wonderful Xmas for those that aren't religious. I know the holiday season's coming up, and a lot of us are very busy. I know I've been extremely busy lately. So there's been a lot happening lately, and you know, we're all rushing to get out to do our Christmas shopping and all this stuff. So yeah, and yes, I just wanted to say, first of all, Merry Christmas to all of you. You know, I hope you have a wonderful Christmas for 2016 and a Happy New Year for 2017. Yes, I can be quite humble at times. Anyway, just some things I wanted to point out in this video. Okay, number one is there's a few. Well, hang on. Before I get to that, let me just say this Mega EverDrive flash card of mine. It's even got more games in it than it had the last time you saw me talk in one of these videos. Like if I go to the Sonic the Hedgehog ROMs here, like this is all the games that I know that I've tested that all play perfectly on real hardware. So I've got 3 pages full, and some of them are folders. They're the ones that are in yellow. So like Mobius Evolution has 3 different ROM builds in here. We have one that's called latest build with my initials after it, which I'll get to a bit later, and then there's the version 3.6 final, which came out, I think that came out either the end of last year or the beginning of this year. I was unaware that the version 3.6 came out. I only knew of version which it says pre-final, but at the time I thought this was the final, which came out on the 28th of the 10th 2015, October last year. I thought that was the last one, but Abyssal Leopard kept bringing out slightly different updated versions. He kept fixing little things in it. So, but the true final version of the game is version 3.6, the middle one there. And so the ones that are in yellow are folders, and usually I make the original games are usually the ones that are in folders, like Sonic Spinball E, so it'd be Sonic Spinball Europe version, the PAL version. So as you can see there, it's in the folder. You just have to press the button twice to get it, that's all, instead of here where you just go straight into it. So like right here at the top of the list on page 1, you've got all the official Sonic games pretty much. Like, well, Knuckles in Sonic 1 was something that was intended to be possible, but it didn't because of a lack of colours, I think it was. But then you got Knuckles in Sonic 2. I actually had trouble with this, Knuckles in Sonic 2, because originally it was originally I downloaded it thinking that, you know, the game was there, but I didn't know that I had to download this software. It's a special software that lets you where you have the Sonic and Knuckles ROM, and you've got to have a working Sonic 2 ROM, and you've got to merge them together to get the end result, which was Knuckles in Sonic 2. You can't just download Knuckles in Sonic 2 for the flash card. It doesn't work. It needs to have this thing called a UPMEM chip. It's something that is needed for the flash card. And anyway, it's in the ROM. It works. It works just like you'd put Sonic 2 on top of Sonic and Knuckles. See? Absolutely no hardware issues whatsoever. So that's good. And then you got all these other ones, Sonic and Knuckles, Sonic 3 and Knuckles, which actually has a few different ROMs in there. There's Sonic 3 Knuckles, the original. Then I've got Sonic 3 Complete. And then there's Jet in Sonic 3 and Knuckles, and Metal Sonic in Sonic 3 and Knuckles, which was made by Dark and 360, Lone Devil. Very talented individual. And then there's Sonic 3D Flicky's Islands. Sonic 1, there's even a shitload of hacks in here in the Sonic 1 folder. There's Sonic 1 Mega Mix Beta, then there's Sonic the Hedgehog the E Europe version, then there's Sonic the Hedgehog the Japanese version, Sonic 1 Return to Homeland, Sonic 1 Remastered, Super and Hyper Sonic in Sonic 1, Super Sonic in Sonic 1, Sonic 1 Mania Edition by Baraksha, which is one of my favourite versions of Sonic 1. Considering only a little bit was done to the game. And then there's Sonic 1 with Sonic 2 menu, which is not much of a difference. Sonic 1 Xmas, Sonic 1 Winter Edition, Sonic 1 Drop Dash Edition. An interesting thing I'll show you here is I think it's no, it's Super Sonic in Sonic 1. I think yes it is. No, it's not. It's not. It's Super and Hyper Sonic in Sonic 1. Ladies and gentlemen, you're about to hear and see the very first Sonic 1 hack that is optimized for 50 Hz. Yes, you heard me. Listen to the audio. What the hell? It's not playing at 50 Hz? I'm so used to it at 50 Hz. Well, actually, it's just the audio that's optimized. It's not actually the whole game. As most games back in the day, it was just the audio that was, as you would say, fixed. The gameplay still plays at 17.5% slower, I think it is. Which is good for me because I'm used to it like this. But there you go. So, whoever done this hack actually, you know, made an effort to speed up the sound. I think whoever did that one used a different driver, a different audio driver. I don't think it's 68K SMPS like the usual ones. I'm betting that's using a different audio engine. But anyway, yeah. I've got all these hacks here. There's more in Sonic 2. Look, there's Tails Flight hack, colorized ending. Yeah, Europe original version, which is really just the world ROM, but because I play it in PAL 50, I put the E there. Then you got Super Tails in Sonic 2, Sonic 2 Build a Burger, Homing Attack and Jump Dash in Sonic 2, Sonic 2 Mecha World, Sonic 2 Aluminium Edition. These all work, by the way, because I've tested them all. And don't ask me why I put the North American version of Sonic 3 in here, because when I boot it up it has slow music. But I don't know, it's just something I did. Then you got all these other ones. There's Metal Sonic Hyperdrive, Blue Sphere. So yeah, shit, it's already nearly 10 minutes in the video and I haven't even got to what I wanted to say. Anyway, this just I changed one of the folders down here. It used to be called Sonic Hacks, but I've now changed it so it says Broken Sonic Hacks, so I can differentiate it more with the Sonic the Hedgehog ROMs, because the Sonic the Hedgehog ROMs folder here is all the ROM hacks and original games that work perfectly. There's no issues here. But Broken Sonic Hacks, the ones that are in here, I've got 5 pages worth. These are all the ones that are either broken, unplayable, they crash, or they have serious issues that hinder gameplay to the point where you can't finish it, and or they're just simply they weren't finished. Like Sonic 1 Ergomized, That's one that wasn't finished properly. It's unplayable. But just the ones I wanted to get to was Sonic 1 and 2E. I've covered this again in one of my older videos. I think where I was going on about the hacks that don't play. But I just wanted to point it out again. This hack was made by Colin C10. I think that's right. Shh, hang on, what am I doing? Oops, hang on, it's 1965, I can't believe I forgot. 9, then 17. Oh no, wait, it doesn't work on this, does it? Oh, what have I done? Well, I just completely stuffed that up. I keep thinking I've got to put the cheat in, but I keep forgetting it's got a level select right there. Bloody hell. That's it, you press A and start. Alright, Labyrinth Zone Act 1. I want to show you all that this game is so good. It'd be great if it worked. You can play Sonic 1 and 2 together as one whole game, just like Sonic 3 and Knuckles, offering you a really exciting experience. But the game crashes on real hardware, and it shits me, and there's nothing I can do. The author of this hack probably doesn't even know about this, and probably has absolutely no intentions on ever going back and fixing it. But Colin C10, if you're watching this video, I strongly suggest you go back and fix it. See, it just crashes. It always crashes in Labyrinth Zone. You can hear the music still going, but the gameplay it just stopped, and there's nothing you can do. And this happens every time. And I have to get up and reset it. Hang on. Oh, that just annoys me. That's one of the games that I really wish was fixed, and that was done by Colin C10. So Colin C10, by no means am I saying you have. By no means am I demanding that you have to fix it, but I wish you would, because that would be a really exciting and fun game to play on a flash card, but it doesn't work. And I highly doubt it's a 50 Hz, 60 Hz issue, because most problems that these Sonic hacks have, it happens in 60 Hz as well. It's not really an issue down to what frames or fields per second you're using, 50 Hz or 60 Hz. But I suppose some of them it might be down to that, but I highly disregard that most of them would be down to that, and I don't think that is down to that. I'm sure if my Mega Drive console here had a 60 Hz switch on it and I switch it to 60 Hz, I'm pretty sure that the same thing would happen. But that's just one of them. And what's the other one I wanted to get to? Sonic 1, the Blue Blur. Oh man, this would have been a good one. As you see there, it says it's broken, so I know for sure that it's broken, because it is. Oh, it's a really good Sonic 1 hack, this one. Oh, it would have been good if it worked. I've covered this in another video, but I just wanted to point it out again. This hack was made by a guy called Schwa. It's a much older Sonic 1 hack. It's designed to be more harder than the original game, and it has different layouts, different colors, different color palette. Well, not color palette, just different colors. And that's pretty much it. But when you get to Gimmick Egg Zone Act 1, it crashes. All I have to do is walk forward here and it crashes. Oh, that annoys me, and there's nothing I can do about it. This does happen on some emulators, but it doesn't happen on all of them. I'm sure if you boot this game in Gens or Gens Plus, it will play flawlessly. There will be no issues. But on a real hardware, Mega Drive Genesis, or I know Fusion and Regan, it crashes. Because I've tested them on them. I just wish that would be fixed. There's no other builds or downloads available of this game. There was only ever one released publicly, so there's nothing I can do. I really wish that was fixed. It really annoys me. What else is there? Sonic 2, Sonic 3 edition. Oh, this is another game that I don't think it was really finished properly. I'm not sure who done this one, but there's two builds of it. There's version 1, version 2. Version 1, I think it doesn't... Yeah, the audio is still using the original Sonic 2 clone driver. So the music isn't slow, it hasn't been tampered with. But if I go to start a game with Sonic, or Sonic and Tails, it freezes on the title card. Again, one of those crashes where you can still hear the music playing, but the gameplay just freezes. And there's nothing you can do about it. So I can't, I'm gonna have to get up and reset. It's unplayable, but mind you, that doesn't happen with Tails. You can play the game with Tails just fine. Tails is the only one that plays with, but then I think when you get to Casino Night Zone, I tried it with Tails and it's still unplayable, because I remember when I got to Casino Night Zone playing as Tails, it froze on the title card there, so there's still issues. But version 2 of Sonic 2, Sonic 3 edition has some more changes. So the music's running slower because they've changed sound drivers. It's using that bloody SMPS68K again, Sonic 1 sound driver. Yeah, sorry about that. I had my cat was being naughty, and I had to coach her out from behind the drapes on my window. But anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, this is Sonic 2, Sonic 3 edition. This is version 2. The music's running slower because it's got a different sound driver. Same problem you play with Sonic and Tails, it freezes on the title card. So I wish that was fixed, but I don't think it ever will be. And same thing, it works with Tails, but when you get to Casino Night Zone, it just crashes. So that one's pretty much, there's nothing we can do about that. And what else is there? I've covered 3 of them already. What else is there? Just make sure my camera's recording my audio, my voice. Does it say record? Yes, it does. There was another game I wanted to cover, but oh, of course, Redemption. I love this game. I really wish it would have been fixed and finished. I know it's an old one. It's from 2009. It says there it's unfinished. Oh my god! I go gaga over this game. I just love it, but it doesn't play. It was done by Utopia UK, Lips, something or other, and I think Marky Jester. Oh, I wish this one was fixed. This is definitely a game that wasn't finished. And I'll do Act 2. It crashes at the end. When you finish an act of any stage, it just crashes. When it's tallying up all the points, there's just nothing you can do about it. The slow music doesn't bother me so much. I mean, I can live with it, but it's just this game. This is one of those few Sonic hacks that was really, I feel it was really good. and I'm always whinging about it because I love it so much, but it wasn't finished, and it was like it was abandoned before it was ever really finished. I'm not sure why, because I sure as hell didn't work on it, but I just wish it was fixed. It was such a good game. Such a shame when some really good hacks out there get abandoned because for obvious or certain reasons. Maybe if the game's made by a team of developers, maybe one or two of them are not getting on or not doing their job properly, so they leave, and too much time passes for them to get someone else in to finish the other person's job, or maybe the guys that worked on the game, they got too busy in their home personal lives and they just couldn't commit to enough time to finish the project. I get all that. I mean, that's fine. Look, I'm not going to be negative in this video, like I have been in the past. You'll see here, it just crashes. Doesn't matter whether I go in the big ring or not, it crashes either way. Oh, fuck, that shit's me. Yeah, it's stuffed. Well, anyway, that's that. There's just the hacks I wanted to point out that I really wish they were fixed up and finished and, working properly. The next part of this video I wanted to talk about reproduction cartridges. Now, I've been hearing a lot lately, guys, about there's been a lot of talk about reproduction cartridges of Sonic hacks that come out on. People actually build a chipset and put it in the plastic cartridge case, and they actually make their own box art and they make money out of it. They put them on eBay, and there's a site called Etsy or something. I checked them out. There's hundreds of them there. But my question, what I'd like to know is how many of them actually work, because I actually bought a Sonic hack on a single cartridge. I think it was at the beginning of this year or the end of last year. It was Sonic the Hedgehog: The Lost Worlds. I've got it here. I've got it in my list. Where is it? There it is. Sonic the Hedgehog: The Lost Worlds. It's a game where it has all the levels that were cut out from Sonic 2, cut out of the final version of Sonic 2. They were put into this game to make one whole Sonic game, and it's just feeds off the Sonic 2 engine, of course, but it's really good. You get Dust Hill, you get Hidden Palace, and you get the Wood Zone. You get all these different levels. It's really good. This hack has absolutely no issues whatsoever running on a flash card, on my Mega EverDrive flash card, that is. But I actually bought it on a Repro cart, like the original ones, like on a single cart, and it was full to the brim of problems. It was unplayable. Most times when you go to put the cartridge in the Mega Drive cartridge slot, you get a red screen that will come up. The red screen usually means there's a checksum error and there's no way you can play it. But sometimes when you keep fiddling with it, sometimes it would start. You would see Sonic run past and it would say Sega, and then the title screen would boot up. But then I remember the title screen was all glitchy. And then as soon as you start the first level, it would crash. So I tried different things because I got my Mega Drive hooked up to a Mega CD add-on. So I tried disconnecting them because sometimes the Mega CD and the 32X, sometimes they interfere. So I disconnected it, and the title screen was not glitchy, and it didn't get that checksum error red screen at the start. But as I played and progressed through the game, I think it was a Wood Zone boss level, Wood Zone Act 2 boss. At the end, I think it uses the Oil Ocean boss, where those tentacle things come out with the ray guns. It actually crashed there, and I tried it again, and I tried it on different Mega Drives. I tried it on my Model 2 Mega Drive, It actually plays on a Model 2 Mega Drive. It's only that issue's only with the Mega Drive Model 1. It just crashes there all the time, and there's nothing you can do. So if you're buying these Sonic hacks for, you know, collection purposes, and you know, you want them to play, you want them to be 100% playable, fully playable on real hardware. You don't want issues like that. And to know, I mean, you spent money on it and then it crashes. That's no good. And I had to return it. I didn't want it because what's the point if it's unplayable? You don't want it if it's not going to play. If it's going to hinder gameplay to the point where you can't finish it, it's just it just crashes, and there's no way you can advance from there. You're forever stuck at that boss on Wood Zone Act 2, and that's it. But back to repo carts in general, I've been hearing a lot about how I've visited different forums, and I've been reading about the people that make these hacks. I'm trying to think of some names. Painto, Abyssal Leopard, Hocktrox, Eduardo Knuckles, Marky Jester even. There's several others. And you guys are whinging about how you don't want or you don't think it's fair that your ROM hacks being distributed on repo carts and being sold. Well, I can sort of understand your frustration, but then there's sort of two sides to it. You have to understand there's two sides to it. The other side of me is thinking, well, you shouldn't really complain and whinge about it, and you should be like, just be proud and happy that people are doing this to your games, you know, that they're releasing them on reproduction cartridges to play on real hardware, because, you know, a lot of people like me would like that. You know, I'd love to have these games on single cartridges with box arts and, you know, in the case and everything to put up on my shelf. I would love that. I mean, nothing beats having a Mega EverDrive flash card, and I've got the best one on the market at the moment. But so yeah, I mean, it would be nice to have them on a repo card, but of course you want them to play. And I highly doubt many of them would play flawlessly. I mean, a lot of them would have a lot of bugs. So just as well, a lot of them are cheap. But I just think that to the authors and ROM hackers that make these games, maybe don't be too down about it, because I think it's a good thing that they're doing that. I mean, it's good. You can just boot them up on an emulator and whatnot, but it is nice to have a physical copy of the game and play it on your system. But, I mean, I know you guys get this. Some of you have the shits about it, and you're not happy about it, and you don't think it's fair. But really, you guys don't really have any right to whinge either, because what you're doing is really illegal to start with. I mean, you're taking the original Sonic code and you're tampering with it to make your own game. And I know the company Sega don't actually have a problem with it. I know they know about the Sonic hacking community, retro hacking community. I know they know about what's going on, and they're not putting a stop to it, which is a great thing. You don't want them to, but they haven't actually come out and said that it's okay. They're just neutral. They're not saying anything. But in the true sense of the word, what you guys do is illegal. You're actually making your own ROM hacks, and you're using original stolen content from Sega, from the original games. And then you're whinging that, or you're not happy that, you know, people are doing it, you know, they're making their own repo carts. That's, so it's kind of like what's that saying? People that live in glass houses shouldn't throw stones. It's kind of fits into there in some way, you know. Okay, you can probably argue the point that, well, you're not making money out of it. You're just making your own hacks for fun, which I know that's the sole intention. I know that, and I get that from you guys. I mean, that's great. That's how it should be. You just want to make games for fun, so everybody can enjoy. So, and then you got the other side of it, the other people that are building their own carts and making a few bucks out of it. But come on, there's really nothing really wrong with that. I mean, let's face it, as Jester said on one of the forums that I was reading, you're not really going to be able to stop them. I mean, Marky Jester's a very intelligent individual who knows how to make a bloody good ROM hack, put it that way. And for him to come out and say that, well, that's just it's pure sense. That's a smart thing to say, because it's true. You can't really stop them from making their own repo carts. And even if you put I'll try and give you an example. There's one here that's actually got a screen where I can't think which one it is. Was it South Island Adventure? I don't know. I don't think so. One of them's got a screen at the start. No, it's not this one. It was a different one. It was it Sonic 1 Reimagined? No, I don't know. I think it might have been Untitled Sonic Hack 2016. I'm not sure. Funny I can't find it. Oh, I think it was this one. Yeah, see, it's got a notice. It says there, if you've bought this game on physical media, you have been ripped off. Well, I don't think so. I don't look at it that way. This ROM hack is free to play and download online and is available at the official Sonic Hacking Contest website, as well as Sonic Retro and SSRG. As for those who are making reproduction cartridges of the community's ROM hacks, fuck you. Not only is it illegal to make repos containing licensed media at a profit, but you are also profiting off our fan work that we have done as non-profit hobby work. Anyway, have fun playing the game. I hope you enjoy playing it as much as I did making it. Press start button. This ROM hack is not endorsed nor licensed by Sega. Do you see how you're having a go at the people that make the repo carts, but you're doing the exact same thing? Okay, you're not making money out of it, but it's still illegal. That's all I'm saying. I mean, come on. I mean, jeez. I mean, you're not going to be able to stop them with those screens. I mean, they'll find a way to override those screens and make the game boot. So even if you put region locking in it, that's not even going to stop it. So that's that. That's what I wanted to say about repo carts. And this video is getting way too long, so I've got to really try and speed it up a bit. Mobius Evolution was another thing I wanted to get to. This contains old versions. I'll go to Sonic the Hedgehog ROMs. That folder there, Mobius Evolution, one that's got the 3 in it. I think it's okay to speak about this now, but at the end of last year, I was actually involved in this game in some way. I wasn't credited for this game. I wasn't credited. My name does not appear in the credits of the final version. But I can prove it, that I served as one of the testers of this game from one of the people that from one of the persons within the team that worked on this game. His name was Hocktrox, and he came to me because he knew I had a flash card, because he watched my videos from last year about Sonic hacks not working on real hardware. He heard me ranting and whinging and whatever, and saying about how, half a dozen of them don't play. And instead of, grilling the shit out of me, he actually, he was pretty kind and polite and said, "Oh, look, would you mind testing this secret build for me? Just test for bugs on real hardware." So that's what I did, and it's this one here. One that says latest build. I can prove I worked on it because you will see my name on the very first screen. There, it says Mobius Evolution, private and secret build granted to Adrian Gauna. In case of any problems left, please notify to Eggland Project staff. Press start button. Okay, so I think Hoxtrox at the time, he didn't want anyone to know that I was working on it. I don't think Abyssal Leopard, the head of the team, I don't think he knew that I was testing the game. And for the most part, the game pretty much worked well. But there was a few things that I reported to Hoxtrox that needed to be fixed, and he actually fixed them. He done a really good job. Just little things like you go to the sound test and some of the sound numbers that would crash. You know, that happens in a few quite often in hacks, that happens. But that got fixed straight away. And there was another one where I think in Uncharted Tide, where you ride the big bubble, there was a glitch, something wasn't right, and I got him to fix it, and he fixed it. But there was this glitch with Blaze the cat, because this game you can play as Blaze the cat. There was a bug with Blaze the cat, as I was saying. Sorry, I got sidetracked. Why am I Sonic here? Why am I even playing this? That's not the one I wanted to show. With the special stages, there was I remember getting to special stage 4 with Blaze the cat. It would crash right on the very last frame when it fades out, when the screen fades to go right when you get the Chaos Emerald, or if you hit the gold block. You know, as the special stages always fade out, the screen goes white. Right on the very last frame, it would freeze, it would crash. Only on real hardware, and it would only happen with Blaze, and only on special stage 4. I reported that to Hoxtrox. I hope I'm saying your username right. I apologise if I'm pronouncing it wrong, by the way. It's what, HCKTROX, Hoxtrox. So I told him about that that crash, and he said at the time there was nothing he could really do because Abyssal Leopard was just about to release the final build of the game, so there wasn't. He felt he had no time left to do anything else to it. I'm trying to find the one where. No, I don't think I can show it. No, it must have been in the other folder. I had it actually saved. Mobius Evolution. Maybe it's one of these older versions. I don't know. I'm trying to find it so I can actually show you, but I don't think I've got it here. I think I've wiped it. No, it's not here. No. But anyway, it's irrelevant now because it got fixed in the final version. The final one that Abyssal Leopard brought out, which goes back to this one, back to where I was. The one that says version 3.6 final. This is the final version. I didn't even know about this. I found it just the other day. I thought the game was still unplayable with Blaze because of that special stage 4 glitch, but either Hoxtrox or Abyssal Leopard or someone on the team must have fixed it because it doesn't do that anymore. The game is bug free, I'm happy to say. Of all the builds that Leopard brought out, it paid off because he fixed it completely. And this is truly the final version because it's got a proper sound test menu here. Oh, it's even got Lady Gaga in it. So, yeah, well, in saying that, so, yeah, well, at least I can say that I did serve as one of the testers of this game before the final came out, and I kept that build of the game just as proof. And I'm sure it's all right to talk about it now because the game's been out for well over a year now, and you know the project's finished, it's done. Everyone's happy with it. I'm certainly happy with it, and it's one of the few Sonic hacks that actually is optimized for 50 hertz, which is great. You know, it just doesn't suffer from any slow music, which is great. So a lot of effort's been put into that, and it does show. It's been paid off. The only thing that sucks is that I never got my name in the credits under the beta testing. You know, tested on real hardware, that it says in the credits. My name isn't there. It's a bit of a bummer, but you know, I'm not gonna, you know, sook about it. But in saying that, I'm gonna definitely make sure that if anybody else in the future wants my help, if you want me to test, in saying that, yeah, I'm getting lost for words here. I'm offering my services from now on to any authors of ROM hacks or ROM hackers out there that you're working on a game and you want to know if it works on real hardware. I'm offering my services to you. I can do that for you. I can test it on real hardware and report bugs. That's how I'm going to use my criticism from now on. Okay, I'm not going to swear and carry on or anything like that. So if there's anybody out there you want me to test a working build of your ROM hack, I can do that. That's no problem. But just don't get the shit with me if I can't get to it, if I don't play it for a few days or in a couple of weeks, because sometimes it's hard. You know, I don't just sit here and play games all day. I work, you know, I've got other things to do in my personal private life. I don't just sit here and play games all day, so it is hard to, you know, commit a lot of time and effort into these things. But I can definitely say that I if you need my help, I'm here for you. But just keep in mind that I can only test in 50 hertz on a PAL Mega Drive console. I cannot test in 60 hertz. I do not have 60 hertz. My Mega Drive console is not modded for 60 hertz. It's just plain old stock 50 hertz PAL. That's what I've always stuck with, and that's what I will continue to stick with in the future. I don't worry about 60 hertz. I'm a 50 hertz man. I've grown up with it. I'm accustomed to it. I'm used to it. I don't see any need to change. Yeah, it sucks that a lot of them have slow music, but I can live with it. It's not a big issue. Sometimes it's a big issue, but with the original Sonic 1 hacks where there's no change to the music at all, there's absolutely no problem there, because that's how the music was over here in Powerland. So you know, I just don't feel the need to upgrade to 60 hertz. I'm sure many of you disagree with me, but that's just how I feel about it. But yeah, I'm going to end the video very shortly. So that's pretty much it. I'm sorry I didn't show off a lot of other stuff. But yeah, they were the main 4 things I wanted to talk about. The games that don't work that I really liked, the replay carts, Mobius Evolution, how I sort of was involved in some way, and the real hardware testing. You know, I'm here for you guys if you need me. But just keep in mind, it's PAL 50 that I can only test it in, not NTC 60 or PAL 60. So yeah, I wish I could show you a lot of other things, but I can't. And maybe I'll just show you this, just to end the video with. Yes, this is running on real hardware, not on an emulator. If you keep pressing your A button, it just keeps changing colors. This is very, very impressive. B button slows the speed. I see it's going in slow motion, or you can make it go really fast. Yeah, so that's it. One last thing, just before I press the stop button, I will try and upload some more video games in the next month or so, over the Christmas holiday break, because I'll have more time on my hands. I know I did upload a lot of video games, and then I stopped. I stopped after Sonic 2 Retitled, which was a Sonic hack, because I was having a lot of difficulty. I had a lot of trouble uploading that. That was originally meant to be uploaded in one video, but I had to split it into 3 because YouTube wouldn't process it. It would upload, but then it wouldn't process. It just kept saying it couldn't process, obviously because it was too long. So I had to split it into 3, and then by that time I got annoyed with the idea of, you know, recording all the time, so I stopped for a while, and then I sort of came back and uploaded some music tracks, and then, you know, and it's been off and on ever since. But I'll try and get back on it. But just don't expect too much out of me, you know. Like a lot of you, I am a busy person and I do work hard. So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. I know I talked a hell of a lot and I didn't quite show as much as I'd like to, but I apologise for any inconvenience. And yeah, that's it. Peace out and Merry Christmas and have a Happy New Year. Catch yous all later. Bye now.